bure tumepewa,
amani ya Bwana
bure tumepewa,
bila malipo,
bure tumepewa,
bila malipo,
bure tumepewa,
upendo wa Bwana
bure tumepewa.
Eldoret Town is one of the major towns in the expansive Rift Valley province. It prides itself as being a fast-growing cosmopolitan town, and it is also rapidly becoming the economic hub of the western region of Kenya. Its strategic importance to the country cannot be gainsaid. It boasts of an international airport as well as providing a base to a large number of Kenyan international athletes. The shameful post-election violence, which rocked the country in December of 2007, was prominent in the town and served to undermine Eldoret's newfound status. Many people lost their lives, many others were maimed, property worth millions of shillings was destroyed, and many people became internally displaced refugees. A very sad and unfortunate incident at the height of the violence was the torching of the KAG church at Kemba, in which 35 people, mainly women and children, were burned alive as they sought refuge at the church against marauding youths. The survivors of this recount the horrors. This woman relieves the experience.
Mara ya mwisho nilisikia firimbi ikilia. Wakati nilistuka nikatoka nje. Na nikaona kabisa watu wanatoka upande ule wa juu wanakimbia. Kwa hivyo nikakimbia kwa sababu watoto wangu pia walikuwa hapa kanisani. Nikakimbia kuchukua watoto. Tayari walikuwa wamefika. Tukakimbia ndani ya kanisa mimi na watoto wangu wawili. Kwa hivyo nilikuwa upande ule nikaingia kwa ofisi ya pastor uko ndani. Na watu wakaingia wakajaa kwa kanisa ndani, wa mama na watoto.
Unakimbilia amani.
Wamama na watoto ndio walikuwa wamejaa ndani ya kanisa. Sasa tukiwa mule ndani tulikuwa tunafikiria watapigana tu alafu waende. Lakini kwa muda mfupi nikasikia mimi mwenyewe sikuona moto ikiwaka kwa sababu nilikuwa mule ndani kabisa.
The church, now a cemetery, stands as a stark reminder of how a people who have lived together for many years can turn on each other, kill and destroy. The devastating effects of this shameful event on Kenyan soil will forever remain in the hearts of these children.
Shosho yangu alikuwa anaitwa Naomi Ngendo, na alikuwa amezeeka, lakini si sana. Bila kanisa waniweza kuchoma. Shosho yangu hakuweza kutoka, hata mimi nilikia kwa dirisha mpaka nikaumia. Ndio tukaendanga paka kwa Thedro, ndio tukatokanga huko, tukaenda paka Rivaru. Na sasa tumerudi makwetu na tusema ni asante, amani ikaweza kukua.
Nabariki sasa kwa ajili ya Baba na Mwana Mtakatifu. Amen. Mbarikiwe wote.
We can only pray that our good Lord will help heal the wounds and wipe away the tears. Many peace initiatives were established to promote peaceful coexistence among the different communities residing in the town. Indeed, calmness and sanity was substantially restored in the town, and normal life and business resumed. The Senior Clergy Consultative Forum, the SCCF, was one of the players in the peace-building process. The forum convened a reconciliation conference for the clergy in the area in January 2009. The meeting was held under the theme of strengthening one another. However, the forum was alerted that the peace and tranquility which had been achieved was under threat from two major developments emerging in the country.
Things are very bad. The people who had even gone back to their homes to resettle are again coming back to put their farms on sale. And I think they are hearing it, that things are not good.
That's bad.
I have seen in a market, people are buying arrows in a big way, even poison arrows. I'm scared, really. The things are not very good. On the other hand, we are witnessing drought in a big way. Everywhere. People try to say it is a curse, Rift Valley has always been the store of this country. But what we are witnessing is absolutely the opposite.
These were the raging debate on the reclamation of the rapidly depleting Mile Forest water tower and the trying of post-election violence suspects at the International Criminal Court based at The Hague in the Netherlands.
We have done our best as bishops from Rift Valley. 2 months ago, we called Ruta at Basilica, 5 of us, myself, Songok, Koko, Kewasis, 2 missing. We talked with him for 4 hours. We talked with him about the Mount Narok forest. We talked with him about the relationship between Raila and Uhuru. Is there a way you can bring up these people to Rift Valley? He was very categorical. He says that Parliament at the moment is so polarized that you cannot even get through.
Political temperatures in the country went a notch higher when talks of local communities arming themselves to respond to the consequences of these two issues became rife in the country. The clergy in the area sent out an SOS to the forum urging it to convene another peace-building mission in order to meet with the brethren, encourage them, fellowship together, and remind them to fight on in the ministry of reconciliation. The theme of the Eldoret II Peace Mission was, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God," and it was based on Matthew chapter 5, verse 9. One of the serious consequences of the post-election violence was the issue of the internally displaced persons, commonly referred to as IDPs. This thorny issue has persistently hit the headlines as the government has been slow in fully resolving the matter by resettling the refugees. Upon arrival in Eldoret, members of the SCCF immediately embarked on a series of meetings in the town. They firstly made courtesy calls with the district commissioners of the 3 districts in the town, namely Warang, Eldoret West, and Eldoret East. The district commissioners informed the forum members the efforts the government of Kenya has undertaken to bring and sustain peace as well as development in the area.
It is so much about how we approach the future, and my passionate appeal to the church leaders is that the way they have shown a very high level of our commitment, spending energy and time talking to our people, preaching peace. Let we do it more and more.
Despite these noble efforts of government to deal with the issues of IDPs, plenty of challenges exist. Housing for the IDPs is a major challenge. The tents were designed to last only 6 months, yet most of the IDPs have huddled inside the tents for close to 2 years.
It has taken more than almost 2 years. The government is silent. In fact, they are singing a song of IDPs, but no action. So as a church, I recommend that let the government take this issue as a priority.
Some of the IDPs had already sold their original land even before efforts to resettle them were finalized. This meant that the government could not compensate them for the loss of their land.
So one thing I did not mention, that the people who are in the camp, some of them, like in Ngaro, we just found out some of them have already sold their land. They didn't sell it now, they sold it early in the year because they were not sure. They have already sold their land, they cannot go back. Some have leased for 3 years, so their stay there is waiting for the compensation.
The Eldoret II Peace Mission was attended by the SCCF membership from Nairobi and the Rift Valley and church leaders from the Rift Valley province. Despite the constraints of time, financial resources and logistics, Bishop Joseph Murupus and his team of senior Rift Valley clergy on the ground did a sterling job at mobilizing at the grassroots. The Eldoret II Peace Mission was well attended. For the clergy to be able to do the work of healing and reconciliation as shepherds of the people of God, they must come out from their tribal cocoons, familial ties, political affiliations, regional cultures, etc., physically and spiritually, and acquire the culture, the nature, and the mind of Christ. This is the only way they will have something to offer to those who are hurting and seeking for healing. They must therefore repent of the sin of the church and the nation and seek the face of the Lord. Only then can the Church of Christ reclaim her place as a healing, uniting, prophetic voice.